You're watching NASCAR on TNT. As promised prior to the break, green flag pit stops. Point leader Kevin Harvick is in, Matt.
And you can just see how much brake they're using going into these corners here as the brake does just flew off those wheels. Harvick is a little free. They're going to make an air pressure change in the right rear, and he is away. Meanwhile, the 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. is in. He said his biggest issue, no grip, especially over in the tunnel turn. Chassis adjustment already completed. Ralph?
12 car is in, making their pit stop as well. They're farther down the pit lane. They're making tire change on the right side of the car. Coming around, it'll be 4 tires and fuel, and a good pit stop for the number 12, Matt.
And the leader, Clint Boyer, just smoked those tires getting on the binders coming into pit road. He said his car, if anything, just needed to have a little bit of work on getting the tightness out of it. Marty.
Kyle Busch said the car is really close, guys. We're right on point. It's a tad tighter than it was last time. They make a slight chassis adjustment, also an air pressure adjustment for Kyle Busch. Behind him, Jeff Gordon comes to a stop in his stall. He said it's so loose. Every time I touch the gas, the worse it gets. Down again on the track bar for Gordon, trying to tighten that race car up. Phil?
Juan Montoya is in the pits right now. Too tight in the center of the corner. Not enough overall grip, and he's loose in the corner. Going to lower the track bar a little bit of air pressure for Juan Montoya.
The scheduled green flags pit stops just started past lap 75. Three-time Pocono winner Denny Hamlin had taken over the race lead, but now he will get his service. Long drive down pit road at Pocono, but when he turns in, Marty Snyder will be there.
Car too tight for Denny Hamlin, guys, and this guy's going to take they were talking about taking a spring rubber out of the left rear. Instead, they take a pound out of the right front, half pound out of the right front tire, and also a wedge adjustment trying to get that car a little bit looser for Denny Hamlin, especially in turn 1.
Okay, who sped? You know somebody's going to do it.
You nailed it. You got it.
Leaving the pit lane, exact same spot as Matt Kenseth. This time the victim, Juan Pablo Montoya. And there you see the 42 paying his debt to NASCAR.
And I mean, this is going to just kill him on the racetrack.
Yeah, and the problem with this is that we've run enough green flag laps that he's dropped far enough behind the leader that this pit stop almost assuredly puts him almost a lap down. Yeah. I say almost. It should put him a lap down. And where we talked about Kurt Busch's earlier, it happened right after his issue happened right after the first, or right after a yellow flag stop.
Well, there's a leader just across the start-finish line, and Montoya's just getting into 1, and he's not fully up to speed. So, yeah, he's going to be fighting to stay on the lead lap.
Yes.
AT&T has been tracking the top pit crews of the season. Jeff Gordon currently in the lead, but you can help determine the ranking each race by voting for the AT&T Fastest Pit Crew of the Year. Go onto your AT&T phone, text the car number you want to vote for to 2258-2258 for the pit crew you think is the fastest and most valuable. TNT will reveal the standings each week, so make sure to vote. The AT&T Fastest Pit Crew of the Year award, brought to you by AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. Pit work so crucial when you come in under green at a place like Pocono. Brad Keselowski going to have to make a trip back down the pit lane. Missed a lug nut on that cycle of green flag stops.
And he's definitely going to be a lap down when he comes in.
I was going to say, I may have been wrong on the 42 car. He may not go a lap down unless they pass him on the racetrack, obviously.
Yeah.
But because of it, this 12 car is going to go lap because he's already 50-some seconds behind the leader, which he's almost a lap down at this point in time. So to come down pit road, have to stop and put on the lug. He'll most assuredly go another lap down.
Matt Kenseth penalized on that first set of green flag stops. He's 24th in the last car on the lead lap until now. Clint Boyer opening up the door and trying to drive by and put another one behind him.
And, you know, when you're in a Clint, I mean, when you have a car like that, you want to pass anybody. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But you want to put these guys down because they're good enough to come back and bite you at the end of the race if you don't get them a lap down and keep them there.
Yeah, and Matt's running him hard right here, man. Matt running him on up in there and running pretty hard to get back to stay in front of it. Because Matt understands that the 33 is a good enough car right now. If he gets around him and jumps up there and you see Jamie McMurray is the next car in line and he gets around Jamie.
Still there.
He won't get the lucky dog.
Yeah, he won't get the lucky dog. And you hear the spotter telling the 33, be patient, be patient. Yeah. And that's all. Clint is so good right now. He does just need to be patient. Just bide your time. But, you know, at the same time, there's blood in the water right here.
Yeah.
He's wanting to put him get him that lap down.
Because these guys are all threats, man. I mean, they're still good race cars. If Matt wouldn't have had the penalty, you know, he was running up in the top 10 or 12.
Montoya, the other driver, caught speeding. He was 9th when he pitted. He's now 18th, but still on the lead lap. And you see Clint Bowyer racing Matt Kenseth trying to put him a lap down, and it's allowing Kyle Busch to close the gap. Very nice. You can see in feet and inches how far he is back as he tries to close on the lead.
Oh, boy, he's trying.
Oh, he's on the wheel.
Now, if he can get up and stay beside him to the entrance of the tunnel turn, but I don't think he's got it. Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's a little bit ahead. Optically, it didn't look that way, but he's a little bit ahead. He cleared him.
And finally, here's those magical words from his spotter. All clear. Kenseth now a lap down. Everybody chasing Clint Bowyer. He's got a second lead over Kyle Busch. NASCAR on TNT back at the Pocono Raceway. Glad you're with us for today's running of the Gillette Fusion ProGlide 500 presented by Target. Everyone chasing Clint Bowyer. His advantage now just over a second in front of Kyle Busch. And if you want more TNT coverage, the Coke Zero in-car camera on Race Buddy lets you vote for and ride shotgun with Coca-Cola Racing family drivers like Kevin Harvick. Check out the Coke Zero in-car camera on NASCAR.com's Race Buddy. Cast your vote now. Just behind Harvick, teammates going at it, Gordon and Johnson.
I'll tell you, if they ever get a caution, that 48 erases that gap that he's got, which is right now 16 seconds, 17 seconds from the leader. Bowyer may have his hands full with that 48 car.
Yeah. He has, since the pit stop, he was 21 seconds behind the leader. Now he's 16 seconds. He's picked up 5 seconds on the leader. Now the leader's in traffic. And I just noticed something before we went to this battle right here. We came back from commercial on the 33 car, and then the rear view mirror, or just off the side, you could see the 18 working the 17. 17 just pulls over and lets the 18 go because he's got nothing to race the 18 for.
Right. Exactly.
But when you're the leader, they drive you hard lap after lap after lap because they know you're putting him down. Once he's a lap down, the second place guy doesn't put you any farther behind.
So there you saw Clint Bowyer into turn 1 and all the way back down that 3,700 40-foot straightaway here at Pocono. You see Jimmy Johnson in behind that UPS Ford of David Reagan. Gives you an idea of the ground he would make up if we would get a caution.
It's only a straightaway.
It's only a straightaway. It's all, yeah. But you know, honestly, he's come from what, 9th or 10th or 11th, right after the caution, back to 6th. I mean, that's pretty impressive because he's done it against really good cars. Jeff Gordon, he's running down running down the 9 car right now. When you look at it like that, he's passing cars that are top 4 and top 5 cars that have a shot at winning this race.
You feel like you're out to lunch if you're Johnson or Gordon running 6th or 7th and you're 17 seconds back. And we've run now 69 consecutive laps under green. All you need's a caution and everything works out. Dale Jr. wouldn't mind a caution either, Matt.
Absolutely. Second twice here at Pocono. Now Dale Jr. the last stop. They made a couple different adjustments trying to get more grip, especially the tunnel turn. But Junior told Lance McGrew that it is hitting, bottoming out so much that nose on entry into the corner, lap after lap on every corner. to keep an eye on his front splitter braces. And let's head over to the torque, and Larry Mack show all the fans at home exactly what he's trying to tell Lance Magoo to keep an